Correcting dog trainers.
Utilizing negative reinforcement or pressure and release in order to show him what the pinch collar means. From there, we're going to transition to a leash pop. So we'll be using an actual correction or positive punishment in order to deter the actual pulling. In conjunction with those two methods, I'm going to be doing a 180 drill. We're basing like a correction with some direction. So again, I'm going to start walking here. As I'm walking, if I lose him, I'm turning, applying pressure, releasing pressure when he turns with me. Applying pressure, releasing pressure when he turns with me. And I'm going to repeat that process here a bunch of times. Again, pressure, release. So I'm teaching him that pressure turns off when that attention shifts towards me.
This guy, honestly, is a great example of putting the things together that we've been talking about in some of our other reaction videos, where we have a gimmick trainer that sees the pieces of a puzzle but still doesn't understand how to put them together. He knows that there's this 180 change direction drill, but he doesn't exactly understand how to do it and why to do it and how to do it effectively, but he's not really concerned about that. He's concerned about how do I do this drill in a way that can effectively confirm what I'm selling. It doesn't matter what the dog needs. It matters, can he justify the gimmick that he's selling? This dog does not need to be corrected yet. This dog is completely untrained, has no physical communication, and has not earned the corrections that they need. This guy is talking really scientifically, but it's like a magic trick. He's saying, look over here, ooh, ooh, so that he can be justified in doing these actions, and your brain doesn't really compute. You kind of know it's wrong, but he's talking confidently and like he knows what he's doing, when in reality, he's a novice trainer that's attempting to do a drill that he does not fully understand, and he's doing it wrong.
I have a dog here. This is gonna be the first place I implement a correction. So as he fixates, I'm timing that correction perfectly where when he loses focus on me, I'm able to shift that attention back on because I've taught the expectation already. So same deal as we're walking up, approaching the dog. Notice on that turn, what does he do? He shifts his attention right on to me.
So this video kind of confirms everything we talked about in his part 1 video where he attempted to introduce the invisible wall and ditching technique to the dog. He did that because he wanted to justify this harsh correction, right? He knew that there was this drill that you change directions on and you create physical communication that teaches the dog that it is their job to pay attention to you and not your job to pay attention to them, but he didn't really know how to do it. He didn't really understand the actual techniques, and furthermore, he didn't really care. He just wanted to justify this harsh correction, and he thought that if he proved that the dog would pay attention to him after he harmed the dog, that was the equivalent of teaching your dog that it's their job to pay attention to you, right? You get the same result, except this dog is paying attention out of self-preservation, not because this dog has a job that they understand and like. If this dog was taken off the leash, he wouldn't turn around. He would go, oh, thank God, this crazy person that's hurting me is no longer at the end of my leash. I'm going to get the fuck away from him as soon as possible. And then the only answer for this guy would be put an e-collar and shock him until he comes back to me. Convince him that the world will harm him and he has to be submissive to me. That's not how you train a dog. This is a gimmick trainer. This is not how you use the tools. This is not how you do these drills. It is not the drills. It is the ignorance of this trainer trying to charlatan his way into making sales instead of learning the techniques that can help the dogs that he's working with.